It is Thursday night and I made a sheet pan chicken dinner. This turned out absolutely delicious. I did a recipe video on that just recently, so be sure to check it out in the iCards or the link in the description box if you're interested in trying it out. It is Friday night and I took some beef stew meat out of the freezer, and I also had a jar of leftover beef broth from last when we had roast, so I just added in there to the cooking liquid, and then I seasoned it with some rosemary and thyme, garlic, onions, and then now I'm thickening it up with some cornstarch. We have some of these old-fashioned country egg noodles that we're going to serve it over, so we're having kind of like beef and noodles. Here it is all plated up. This is Miles' plate. We're also having it with green beans. It smells delicious. Also made some delicious apple crisp. You can hear it bubbling. I just took it out of the oven. We are going to eat this for dessert tonight with some ice cream. It is Saturday night and we are having sheet pan fajitas for dinner. This recipe is also found in my sheet pan dinners, linked in the description box and iCards. We served this on top of the uncooked tortillas and with some tomatoes that we still had left from the garden. And I think we also topped it with lettuce. I was so busy trying to film the video to make this that I did not serve any sides with it, so we just ate chips and salsa on the side. It is Sunday afternoon and we are having taco salad because we ran out of tortillas, so I just heated up the leftover fajita mixture stuff that we had last night, and I just have some chips, lettuce, and tomato in there, and that is what we're having for lunch today.
Thumbs up. Can I see subscribe? Thumbs up, subscribe. Subscribe.
It is Sunday night and I made 6-layer dish. So on the bottom there is ground beef, and then we layered potatoes, rice, onion, green beans, tomatoes, and then we baked it at 300 for about 2.5 to 3 hours till it was all done. Here's mine. We season it with salt and pepper, and then they all put cheese on theirs. And then I also made some homemade bread. This is so good. It's the best loaf I've ever made. So that is going to be our dinner for tonight. It is Monday night and we are having beef and broccoli, and this stuff is absolutely delicious. I've made it in the Instant Pot before, but I made it on the sheet pan today and it was so easy. I did a recipe video on it, so you guys will have to check that out. It tastes absolutely delicious. So that's what we're having for dinner tonight. It is Tuesday and I am cooking a whole chicken in the Instant Pot. This is my favorite way to make chicken. It's only going to take a little bit less than an hour, but it is still slightly frozen. So I am going to cook it for an hour based on the pounds and how long to cook it. I think it'll be around 50 minutes, but or 48 minutes, but I am going to go ahead and do it for an hour just because, like I said, it's still slightly frozen. So we're going to cook this up and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. So I made some salads to go with the chicken. We're going to eat that until the pressure has come down and we get that out. So we've just got some romaine lettuce, carrots, and tomatoes from the garden, and then also some broccoli that was left over from last night, just the fresh broccoli. I chopped it up and we're gonna go ahead and start it on our salad, and then I'll show you what else we're having. I also made some mashed potatoes. We had some potatoes in there that were just kind of getting towards the end of their life. So I peeled them and I made mashed potatoes, and I used my homemade almond milk in there instead of dairy milk. And we're just going to use the chicken juice for gravy. Now that we're finished eating, I'm going to take the rest of the chicken out of the Instant Pot and I'm going to pick all the meat off the bones, and then I'm going to keep the bones. That way I can make bone broth out of it, and then this container here is what I'm putting all the leftover meat in, and I have 2 other meals planned for this as well as for the bone broth. Then I take a strainer and I pour all of the liquid from the Instant Pot through that into a measuring cup. This just kind of helps catch the fat chunks and any bone pieces that might still be in there. So here is the leftover chicken. This will be enough for 2 meals. So I've got soup and burrito bowls planned for this. So we'll just stick that in the refrigerator for later on this week and next week. And then I've got all the bones here that I picked the meat off. So I'm going to put this in a Ziploc bag in the freezer until I'm ready to make bone broth. And then also I drained off all the juice from this and I got about 3 cups, and you can see the layer of grease right there. So what I'm actually going to do is put this in the refrigerator overnight, and then this layer of grease will harden and I'll just be able to pull that right off, and then we'll have 3 cups of beautiful yummy tasting broth. So this will be for our soup. I think I have this planned here in a couple days.
Yeah, it would be really hot and burn you, give you a bad outie. I haven't once to buddy.
It is Wednesday night and we are having spaghetti for dinner, and the kids really wanted to help out with cooking tonight, so I very closely supervised them, and Miles was stirring our shredded zucchini, onions, and bell peppers in a little bit of oil. We were sauteing them to soften them up. Meanwhile, Faith is helping me cut an onion, and this is what we use in our sauce when we do it meatless. It is Thursday night and we are having Instant Pot chicken and potatoes and some roasted carrots that were from our garden. It is Friday night and we are having a special family dinner. We deviated from our menu. We had a Panda Express gift card that I've had in my wallet for like 3 years. So I went and picked up that. We've got some orange chicken in this one. We've got beef and broccoli and more orange chicken. And then we have more orange chicken. And over here we have honey sesame chicken. Then we also have the fortune cookies, which these things are the best. So we are going to eat. Are you ready to eat?
Yeah!
So when we eat this kind of a meal, which is like practically never, we just kind of all share. And everybody gets a little bit. Is it good? You like it? It is Saturday and we are going to be having the chicken soup tonight, and I wanted to make some homemade rolls, so I made my normal bread recipe, which makes 4 loaves of bread. So I turned 3 of those dough balls into bread, and then the 4th dough ball I'm actually going to be making rolls out of. So I like to just cut these into 12 even parts, and then I tie them in a knot and just make these really cute knotted rolls. So here's a little slower how I do it. I just roll it into a rope that's quite long, and then I just take it and I start to tie it in a knot, and this bottom piece just comes up and goes back around, and the one that comes from the bottom goes up and through the center. And that's just kind of how I do it, and they just turn out so beautiful. So while my rolls are cooking, I am starting in on my soup, and this recipe I like to use brown rice, which takes like, I don't know, over 30 minutes, 40 minutes to cook. So I like to get that started before I add my veggies.
It's garlic.
Yes, it's garlic. So I like to get those in and started cooking before the rest of the veggies so they don't get mushy. Yes, those are carrots. What is this right here?
Onion.
Do you know what this is? Celery.
Celery.
Are you gonna help me cut up the veggies?
No.
These are carrots from our garden. I'll probably end up peeling this one because that's a little weird. But normally I just leave the peels on, and we're gonna chop all this up. Did it come out? This is a little silicone roller that you put the garlic in that peels the garlic, and then you can just use it in your garlic press. It came with my garlic press that I got on Amazon. I have it linked in my Amazon storefront. It's stainless steel, that's why I like it, and Faith loves helping with the garlic. They are out of the oven. Oh my goodness, they are gorgeous. Look at that. It is all served up. It is absolutely delicious, perfect for this chilly weather. We've been getting snow showers on and off the past several days. I just love soup. It is Sunday night and I cooked some roast in the Instant Pot. We have some baked potatoes and some steamed broccoli.
Mommy, I want that. Let's see it! You're supposed to say thumbs up. Thumbs up, side.
Wait, let's wait till food is in my mouth and then we'll say it. It is Monday night and we are going to have burrito bowls. So I have brown rice cooking in the Instant Pot. It's almost done. And then I've got the leftover whole chicken here. I'm just gonna chop this up. I'm gonna put it in my pan. I've got some beans left over from our taco salad the other night, and I've got some homemade salsa and all the seasonings. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get this in here and we'll eat this over our rice. I have some homemade salsa here. We had just a tiny bit left, so I put a little bit of water in here, and I'm gonna shake it around to get all the good salsa in there, and then I'll use that as my liquid here. Here is the rice in the Instant Pot. Oh my goodness, it turns out so good. Nice and fluffy, and it only took 20 minutes of cooking time instead of the usual 45 minutes. Tuesday night and I made some chili in the Instant Pot. It came out a little runnier than normal. I probably added too much water. And then we're going to eat it with some chips. It is Wednesday around noon here. Now, if you saw my menu planning video, this 2 weeks of what's for dinner is following what I planned for our menu plan. I'll link it up in the iCards if you want to see the inspiration for all these meals. If you notice, we're kind of deviating a little bit from our menu plan, and that's because, you know, life happens, things change, and, you know, we just have to go with the flow. So normally I open on Wednesdays where I work. It's just a little boutique and I take the kids with me. But today I'm actually going to be closing, so I want to have a crock pot meal for when we get home, because we won't get home till like around 6:30, so we'll probably eat between 6:30 and 7, which is pretty late for us considering we normally eat around 5. So I've got some chicken here in the crock pot, and I'm just going to add some of the Trader Joe's salsa verde right there onto the chicken. And I did a recipe video on this. If you're interested, I'll link it up in my cards or down below, and you guys can see exactly how I make this. But normally I cook this on high for 4 hours, but since I'm going to be gone because I have to leave here pretty soon for most of the afternoon, I'm going to go ahead and just cook it on low for, I guess, 8 hours, but it'll be more like 6 because Simeon will get home and he can shut it off. And then he also said he'll start the rice like around 6:15, so that way it's done when we're gonna get home. So I have this all lined up here. I'm just using the white jasmine rice from Trader Joe's, and I've got the water all in here. And so all he has to do is just turn this on, bring it to a boil, add the rice, turn it on low, and then let it sit for about, or cook for about 13 minutes, and then it'll be done. So I'll show you what this looks like when we are done and we're gonna eat late tonight. So I just took the chicken out and I shredded it with 2 forks, and the rice is just about done, and then we can serve this up. I like to serve this meal up in these Corral dishes that are kind of like really wide bowls. They work really well for this kind of meal. We serve this with cheese and chips. Is it good? Is it thumbs up? 2 thumbs up?
Thumbs up. 2 thumbs up.
It is Thursday night and we are having taco salad. Normally we make it meatless with just beans, but we've been trying to eat a little bit more meat lately. So I've just got some ground beef in here with bell peppers and onions, and I season it with taco seasoning, and I made my beans in the Instant Pot, and so I just put them in here. And then we have chips, we have, yes, tomatoes, we have some home canned salsa, some lettuce, and they're gonna have cheese, and that is what we're having for dinner tonight. It is after 8 o'clock. It's actually almost 9 o'clock. I just got the kids down to bed and I'm having my little snack. Now, I have not had this in forever, and so I was so excited when I went to the grocery store today. They finally had the graham crackers that we like to buy. They had 1 box left, so I picked it up. So I've got some graham crackers, peanut butter, and chocolate chips. These chocolate chips are giant. Oh my goodness, I've never seen chocolate chips like that before. They're just these ones here, the Simple Truth Organic Semi-Sweet, and they are ginormous. But yeah, me and my brothers came up with this snack when we were teenagers. Probably like, maybe I was like 12 or 13, and we used to eat this all the time. So let me know if you guys have ever heard of this or seen this, because I think me and my brothers came up with this on our own. It is so good. So I'm gonna go enjoy this and probably watch something, or I don't know, something like that. It is Friday night and we're deviating again from the menu. We were gonna have pizza, but I just decided not to do that. So we've got our salads here, and this one's Miles. There's just a tiny bit. Faith already ate her carrots out because she was sitting here helping me and she just snitched them out. So I've got some potato wedges in the oven, and then, excuse my appearance, I just had a cleaning day and, you know, yeah, don't mind me. But anyways, I was gonna do hamburgers because I bought buns at the store and we had hamburgers in the basement. So I got the grill going and I went down to go get them, and turns out we only had 3 hamburgers left. I was like, that's not gonna work. So I had some fresh chicken from my grocery haul that I did. Well, I didn't do a video. My grocery, I went shopping yesterday, and Smith's had chicken on sale. So I got some chicken and there was some fresh in the fridge. So I pounded that out, put some seasoning. So we have 1 chicken breast out there and then 3 hamburgers. So I'll probably give the chicken to Faith because she really likes chicken, and then I'll eat the burgers, and if anybody else is still hungry, they can have the rest of the chicken. So that's what we're having tonight. We're gonna eat our salads. The chicken and burgers are still cooking. I gotta go flip them now. I'm grilling in the dark and it is like freezing outside. Yes, we still grill when it's cold. So yeah, I'll show you when we get the burgers all together. I just took the chicken off the grill and I cut some for Faith. It smells so good. And here are the potato wedges. Oh, these are so good. Okay, gotta go check the burgers again. So I just finished my salad and now I am eating my hamburger. I've got my fries here, or potato wedges, whatever you want to call them. So then I've got some bread and butter pickles that I canned 2 years ago. And then when I cut the lettuce for the salad, I forgot to leave some whole for the burger. So yeah, and I only like barbecue sauce on my hamburgers. So I have some on the bottom bun and some on the top, and that is what we are having tonight for dinner. It is Saturday and we are having homemade pizza with pepperoni and bacon. This one I ran out of pepperonis, so I did lots of bacon and it got a little browned. Not burned, but browned in the oven. It is absolutely delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed this what's for dinner video. Give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.
Bye. Bye.